Okay, what is up? It's already been 3 weeks since I made my last tier list for classes, and a few people asked me in the comments to make an updated one. There was a balance patch, and sort of the meta has settled a bit more, so I don't think it would be that bad making a new one. I think this is my list that I had last time, and there's honestly quite a bit I would change since last time. So I thought maybe it is worth doing a new tier list. So I'm going to just start by moving a few classes around based on how they have been tweaked in this update. So both Werewolf and Auto did receive slight nerfs. They're both really good still, so they're going to remain in A tier. Um, Indirectly, even though these classes weren't buffed, they're just now better because of these A plus tier classes getting nerfed. And I would say that would include Pirate, and Zombie can also come up to A tier. Enderman got a slight nerf, but it's actually becoming worse and worse, which is, I don't know, quite sad to see. I'm gonna just move that down at one tier step for now. Golem's buff. I actually underestimated Golem in this last one. It's so much better than I said it is, and it's been buffed again. It's just boring, but it's a really good class. Pigman's probably a little bit worse than Cow and Golem and stuff. Then we get onto Creeper. I'm going to move Creeper right up to maybe a slight bit worse than these A minus tiers. Did I say Creeper? I meant Snowman. Although Creeper also does get to come up to about the same as Herobrine. Yeah. Blaze and Renegade both come up as well. Assassin doesn't really move down, but in my opinion it is the worst class in the game right now. In its current state. I'll leave it at C actually, and we'll just sort of ignore D's here. Skeleton can go up to probably A tier. Skeleton's really insane right now. It just suffers a bit because if you get jumped by a hopper, you really can't do much. Whereas with most of these other classes, you can do something. Either live long enough for the hopper to get off you, or you get speed or mobility or something. But Skeleton really does struggle, which is why it was probably down so low. But 4 hits for an ability is really nice. Spider's probably about a B plus now. Yeah, it wasn't changed too much, but it's not as good as it once was. Doesn't really fit in with this tank meta. And Shaman's honestly a slight bit worse than these big tanky classes that just carry the game right now. I'd honestly move Pirate up to S tier. I think it is that much better than other classes. It has everything right now. It's basically a pseudo tank because it has 2 diamond pieces of armor and gets 4 hearts of absorption. It can run away with speed 2. It has regen pots that also still give absorption. It has an insane damage. It's honestly the best class in the game. I love it. A fire sword makes it impossible for people to run away from you. If you hit them as they start fleeing a fight, they just cannot move because the fire ticks sort of mess up their movement. Power punch bow, you can sort of micromanage both of those. It's so good right now. Hunter. Hunter's good. I just want to check I've got everything right. Oh, so Mole Man is definitely better than B plus. I don't think it's quite A tier. Probably is quite A. It probably is A tier to be honest. It's got resistance, absorption, really good damage again. It's got a lot going for it. To say Arcanist is worse than Hunter and Creeper is actually a little bit unfair. We have 2 B minuses. Where's that come from? So that should be a B, right? Oh god, I've just opened up Inspect Element. Is it unfair to say? Perhaps not. I wish just a Arcanist got speed 3 and regen on assists as well, even if it was halved. That would sort of just make it a bit more better. I think otherwise I'm fairly happy. Snowman could be A minus to be honest. It's really strong right now. If you have Blizzard on, you get EPS. It doesn't stop EPS anymore, and you get permanent regeneration 2, whilst giving everyone around you permanent slowness 2. Like, it's absolutely insane right now. It's still a bit weak compared to other classes because you have to manage the snowmen and stuff, which if you compare it to an A minus DPS like Shark you literally just have the water to control. That's it. Snowmen, you have to control the energy for Blizzard. For Ice Bolt, you have to build snowmen. You have to be making sure your snowmen are actively under your control, that they're not dying without you realizing. You have to sort of work out what to prioritize in your hotbar. Do you take an axe, a shovel, snow blocks, pumpkins, wood? There's a lot going on with snowman, which is why it's just a bit worse because it is harder to play. But a good player could push it up to an A minus for sure. Phoenix. Yeah, B plus sounds about right for Phoenix. Dread, now that these skulls work again, it's slightly better than Herobrine for sure, but I wouldn't say it's quite as reliable as some of these A minus damage classes. Um, Blaze, yeah, Blaze is much better now that it has just one damage more, but it also has the really reliable ability. You know what it's going to do, and it can pass through teammates now, I believe, which it couldn't before. And that's definitely made it a lot more scary. I think I'm happy with this. I do. Honestly, if you want to fill up that A minus slot, you'd put zombie in there. A plus spot, sorry. And you'd probably you could put Mole Man up there, I won't lie. Not many people are playing these high tier classes. I don't know why. Maybe because they're not fun. It's not as fun to play zombie. It's not overly fun to play Mole Man, Squid, Auto, Skelly. They're all some more boring classes, which is weird because they're really fun. And looking at this now, if you want to play classes, if you're sort of new to the game, I'd recommend going from A and upwards as good classes to get into. And just the generally viable classes is probably B plus and up. But for the time being, I would not be playing B, B minus, or C. I think they are all the classes that are underpowered right now, whereas B plus is pretty balanced, and A and up are slightly overpowered. That's just my opinion, though. You could move a few of them around a bit. Like Dreadlord could be A minus, Pig could be A minus, Snow could be A minus. Yeah, it's quite subjective, but I think this is quite different from what I previously had. It's the reason I made another video. So tell me what you think in the comments. People did ask for this, so I have brought it along. There's probably going to be another set of balances before Phase 3. They are not going to start Phase 3 until they have finished Phase 2, and Phase 2 is not finished until the community and the HPC and the devs all feel the game is balanced, because that is the overall point of Phase 2. It was to balance the game. So I'm sure in a week or two there'll be another set of balance proposals and stuff that will come out, because the game is not balanced right now. I've shared quite a few opinions on the forums of where I think it's not balanced, and this tier list can hopefully show where I think it's not balanced if you do take B and down as underpowered and A plus as slightly overpowered. Again, it's very situational, but we know that, don't we? And then, so maybe there'll be one or two more balance waves before they actually start work on Phase 3. And then I think Phase 3 is going to be a long, long time away, unfortunately. Mega Wolves has 200 players. Simon on Twitter is looking at axing games. He will not axe Mega Wolves, I'm confident, because people buy so many boosters. It's been around for so long that people would just be sad to see it go. People who don't even play the game would probably be sad just because of the nostalgia it has, and I just don't see it going. But then again, it does have similar player counts to ranked Skywars, and he's very much brought up the fact of ranked Skywars being removed from Hypixel. So, tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think Mega Wolves has a safe future? Do you think we'll ever actually get Phase 3? Or will the game be removed first? Or will there just be other priorities? Or will Hytale come out beforehand? Or whatever. Just tell me what you think. Get a discussion going. I'd like to know your thoughts. And also share your opinions on the tier list. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.